Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and what I've got here today is a JETech Apple Watch band. This is what the box looks like. This is what the band looks like, and I was looking for a cheaper third-party alternative for a stainless steel watch band for my Apple Watch Sport. And I bought this off of Amazon. I'll leave a link to it in the video description. And it's going to be put onto my Apple Watch Sport here, which has currently got the white sort of silicone rubber strap on it. Now, before I actually replace the band, I have got to remove some links. Now, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. Before I got this out of the product packaging, I thought to myself, well, I'm going to need to remove some links. So I went to my little watch toolbox, and I've got a link remover here. And I brought this into the studio to make this video. And then I opened the box, and JETech include their own little link remover inside the box. So I didn't need to use my one, I can use their one that they supplied. And this is like a little plastic block, and you turn this in and out to actually push the links out of the watch band. Now, it's a good idea to do this before you put it on the watch, of course. You will have to offer it up to the watch and see if you get accurate sizing, but I know that I'm going to probably have to remove 2 links from each side because I've got small 7-inch wrist size. So let's do the link removal first of all. I won't make you sit through removing all of the links. I'll show you how to just do one. If you turn this watch band over, you'll see some little arrows, and they point in the direction that you have to remove the links from the watch band. So you're going to have to push them out this way. So we're going to do this first one, which is this one here, and let's do that one first. So we're going to offer this up to this little plastic device. Make sure we wind this all the way back so that we've got enough room to put the strap in. And we're just going to align this with the hole in the strap, like so. So we're aligning this with that first pin, and once it goes into the hole, I can show you a little bit better. So that's now in that hole. So if I wind this in, it should, in theory, push the pin out of this side. So I'm winding this in, and you should see the pin appear just up here. So I felt that go, so I've now removed that first pin. So I can now just place this on the desk and unwind it. I can't hold it up whilst doing this because otherwise everything will just fall to the ground. So we're just unwinding again until we can remove the strap, and you'll see that that pushed the pin out. And if I give you a close-up of that, you'll see that part of the pin is actually split. So that gives you an indication of which way it needs to go back in. So it needs to go back in from the top when we replace it. So we're going to remove this like so, and the strap comes apart. So we've removed that first sort of link, and now I know that I'm going to have to remove 2. So I'm going to leave these 2 connected together and actually remove this one here. So I will show you another one because it didn't take too long. So we place this into here, align the holes again. So I'm aligning that hole on the side of the watch bracelet or watch strap, and we'll just check that it actually locates properly, which it does. And then we're going to just keep on winding, and a little tiny bit of pressure, and you'll see the link come out of the top again. So it's actually removed that link again. So again, we can unwind this. I'm just putting my thumb there to hold everything together. So we just unwind this, and then we can remove this, and you'll see that it's pushed that out. And then we simply need to take that out, and we can remove the 2 links. So we're removing these 2, and then we place these back together, and we push this back into the top. This is a little bit fiddly, but we basically push this back in. There we go, I dropped it already. Push this back in the top, like so. Now that's a larger one, so we're going to have to use this one. Actually, they should all be the same size, but that one has gone in a little bit easier. So we push this in, and then what we can do is either use a little sort of jeweler's hammer. What I sometimes do is I actually place this back in here, and I actually use the winding mechanism to push that pin back in. It's a little bit tricky to line up, but we can just line this up on the split pin and actually use this to push that pin back in. So we're winding it in, and then we stop and just take this out, and you can see that that pin has now gone back in. It's flush with this side, a little bit of a hole that side as it was before, and we've now got a shorter bracelet on one side. So I'm just going to repeat that on the other side, and then we'll have a shorter adjusted stainless steel bracelet. So there we go. I have repeated that process on the opposing side and removed 2 links from that side as well. So we've removed 2 links from either side. Hopefully that is now the right size. If it's not, then I'll have to add a link back in. And I'll just show you that we have got some extra adjustment. So if I do have to add a link back in, you can see these little tiny holes on the side of the clasp mechanism. This allows us about 5 or 6 millimeters of extra adjustment. So if I do add a link back in, it's a bit loose, then I can tighten it up by a couple of millimeters without having to add in or remove another link. So the first thing we've got to do is actually remove the existing silicone watch band, and we do this with these little buttons. So you can see here on the back of the Apple Watch, we have got a little button just here, and we simply push this in, and then we can slide across and remove that side. And then we do exactly the same on the opposing side, push that little button in, and then we simply slide this across like so, and that is the job done. And then we can put the new watch band on. So I'm going to actually open this up just so that we've got a little bit more of sort of movement left and right, so it goes on a little bit easier. And we simply put this in exactly the same way as we just removed the previous one. So we've got the little magnet part here, the silver part, so this faces the back of the watch. It's just a simple matter of sliding that in until it clicks into place, fits perfectly, and then we do the same on the opposing side. So again, we're just sliding this in until it clicks into place. Very, very nice indeed. And then we can put this on the wrist to see how it feels. That feels really good actually. Clip it into place. So we've got this nice sort of 2 buttons to push to release, and then it just clips into place, and it looks fantastic. Brilliant. Really do like it. That is such a good value. Very, very high quality brushed finish on this. Matches nicely with the Apple Watch Sport as well. I think the only negative is this sort of mechanism here, the clasp bit feels a little bit sort of loose, but that's okay. You get other watch bracelets that are like that. The quality of this brush finish is really nice, and I think that's a superb value, an alternative replacement for a genuine Apple part. It's obviously not quite as high quality, but I think every bit as good. I really do. Very, very nice. Looks the part as well. So this is the JETech Apple Watch Band. I will leave a link to it in the video description. I bought this with my own money, and I'm very pleased with my purchase. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all again in another video very soon.